host's generosity. 1 million mora! At least you're a straight shooter. I can respect—
Dad, please! They're not bad people! They've eaten at the same table with Kanich before! Be nice to them!
Kanich! Wait! I heard that 2 mysterious travelers from afar showed up at the Stadium of the Sacred Flame. Are they you?
And Paimon's the other!
I do apologize. A lot's been going on in our tribe lately, and I suppose the pressure must be getting to me. I can't believe I was so rude to you. I feel ashamed.
Oh, now we're talking! Seriously though, don't worry about it. Already forgotten. We're just happy to see Huni got home safe and sound.
Oh, you just arrived, I take it, and it would be my honor to give you a hero's welcome tonight.
Careful now! That's quite an about face! We've heard that kind of thing can lead to spontaneous combustion around these parts.
My dear traveler, you are very perceptive indeed. Go inside now, Huni. Dad's got some important business to discuss.
Okay. Look after Mr. Traveler and Miss Paimon. Well, we'll hear you out, but we can't make any promises that we'll be...
Well, this is a matter of utmost importance. Please, allow me to explain. For many years, our tribe has celebrated the Turnfire Night. Burkina was a hero who bore the ancient name Malipo, and Kangamato was a powerful Yumkasor warrior. Together, they fought against the Abyss. They were victorious, but it came at a great cost. Burkina paid with his life. The Mountain King survived, but was contaminated by the Abyss, and he remains in hibernation to this day. Normally, Yumkasors never live longer than a century. It is possible that the Abyssal Power is responsible for his unnaturally long lifespan. Oh, that's right. The Mountain King is a living symbol of our glory, but even this glory, the Abyssal Power inside him is highly sensitive. And when it is disturbed, he awakens and flies into a blind rage, attacking... So, besides the ceremony, another important part of Turnfire Night each year is cleansing the abyssal power inside the Mountain King. However, Abyss-related incidents have been on the rise in Natlan lately, as I'm sure you're both aware. As a result, it has become increasingly difficult to keep the Mountain King in hibernation. Only 5 months have passed since the last Turnfire night, and he's already showing signs of instability.
Has he woken up again?
He has. We managed to contain the situation by performing a makeshift ceremony right away, but it was a close call. He could reawaken at any moment. Also, he attacked and wounded my companion, Nana, during the ceremony. She became contaminated by the Abyss as a result, and...
We heard. Such a tragedy. We're really sorry for your loss.
Yes, and Nana wasn't the first. Anyway, right now we're preparing for an exceptional Turnfire Night ceremony, and we need to find a suitable flame bearer. From what I've heard about your adventures, I believe you would be perfect for the role. Of course. Plus, he's a bona fide hero who inherited the Malipo name.
Oh, you mean Kinich?
Yes, he's the one. A hero, worth his weight in gold. And unfortunately for us, he's all too aware of that. No prizes for guessing what he said when I asked him to host a Turnfire night outside of the annual schedule. An exceptional ceremony? Oh, I'll have to charge an exceptional price. I swear, no other concept exists in that boy's brain. I'm not the one to usually talk about people behind their backs, but I'm convinced the Wyab got hit on the head and took a wrong turn the day it chose to give that ancient name to him. I mean, have you ever heard of a hero whose mantra is, "What's your asking price?" Oh, and don't get me started on that insufferable Ahau he hangs around with. Thinks he's God's gift to mankind. Pompous fool.
Yeah, Paimon has to agree on that last part.
Anyway, the fact is, the ceremony can just as easily be done without him as long as we can find someone else. Well, there's only a few days left before the ceremony. We can't afford to waste what little time we have on negotiating with him. No, I much prefer if you would consider taking his place. Wonderful! I can't thank you enough. Huni was right about you. You have kindness in your hearts. Come with me to the other side of the mountain. I'll bring you up to speed on each step of the ceremony. Us experienced warriors, I'm sure you'll pick it up in no time.
Achoo! Curses! Who dares insult the great Kahul Ahau behind his back?
Oh, great Kahul Ahau, bless you.
Shut your filthy mouth, worm of the abyss! Your putrid words defile the air we breathe. You make the almighty
Speaking as a member of the Abyss Order, that's music to my ears. Exactly the kind of reaction we're going for. But on a personal level, I gotta say, it's pretty hurtful.
Ugh! Never have we heard such brazen blustering from someone who is inches from death! Up yours, Four Eyes! We spit in your face!
Okay, well, that I am at a loss to explain. How do I manage to stay so chirpy and cheerful? I can only guess it's some kind of powerful magic. But I digress. Mr. Kinich, I admit it, you, sir, are a legendary hunter. Still, the only reason you caught me is that I was reluctant to run away. You see, I'm very interested in the lore of your tribe.
Kay?
Is that it? Kay? Aren't you intrigued to know what it is about you guys that prompted a visit from the Abyss? It's the extreme sports! The other day, I narrowly avoided getting hit by a very brave soul who just leaped off a cliff. I think you call it bungee jumping? Anyway, I was very impressed. That is what I call embracing the spirit of adventure. Look, I even did a painting inspired by the bravery and freedom of the scions of the canopy.
You scum-sucking swine! Ugh, I swear, if you go bungee jumping, it'll be without a rope! Head first off the tallest cliff, with a band of hunters on your tail, and nowhere left to run, and a bottomless cesspit waiting for you on the ground.
You say that, but I get the sense that Mr. Kinich isn't planning to take my life right now. On top of that, I'm tired of spying on you from afar. So why don't we just negotiate a comfortable operating distance that works for both of us? I've heard that the most important thing in human relationships is to respect each other's boundaries. What do you say, Mr. Kinich?
Or you could tell me what it is you're really after.
What?
And then I'll name my price.
The Abyss contamination is back. No surprises there. No doubt that explains the Mountain King's recent activity. See those torches over there? Those are the Sacred Flame offshoots that we requested from the Stadium of the Sacred Flame. They contain the power of the Pyro Archon.
Are you saying that the Sacred Flame and the Turnfire are the same thing?
Well, for ceremonial purposes, at least. Sending someone to the Night Kingdom to retrieve the legendary Turnfire isn't exactly an option. More to the point, though, the Sacred Flame is able to burn away abyssal filth, so that's why we use it in the ceremony.
Gotcha! So basically, we just need to clean up the filth with the Sacred Flame.
Well, that's one part of it, yes, but the complete ceremony is a bit more complicated than that. First, the flame bearer must collect a kindling of the sacred flame from the starting point, then use a grappling hook to fly up into the sky and light each of the sacred flame pillars. Then, they must go down into the canyon, all the way into the cave where the Mountain King slumbers, lighting braziers and the final altar along the way. The most skilled flame bearers can accomplish all of this without touching the ground once. As much as I hate to admit it, Kinich is capable of this.
Wow! He can do all that flying without ever falling to the ground? Well, of course Paimon can. It'd be much harder for you guys.
Well, don't worry. It's not a requirement of the ceremony. You're allowed to touch the ground. The only thing you're not allowed to do is turn back. The flame bearer must always keep moving forward. You can't skip a pillar, then come back to it after lighting the next one. To do so would be to disrespect our ancestors.
So, what actually happens if you do turn back? Surely the fires don't just go out.
If you're not careful, you might get burned.
What about today then? Does the same rule apply?
Oh no, don't worry. Today is just a practice. The order doesn't matter. You just need to take the sacred flame, cleanse the filth, then go light all the braziers. Are you ready? I'll repeat all the key points again. Gather the kindling, cleanse the filth, and light all the braziers. I'll wait for you at the end.
Let's use this kindling to complete our mission. There's abyssal filth over there. Let's burn it away with the sacred flame. Should be all the braziers. Let's regroup with Trinidad.
I knew I was right about you. You have outperformed all of the other previous candidates. If there was an ancient name for outstanding flame bearers, I'm sure the Wyab would consider you for the honor.
Yeah, although it would probably take Paimon quite a bit longer.
All right, now there's still a few days left until the ceremony, and I should probably get back so I can inform the chief and the other elders that I have found the flame bearer we need.
Oh, you mean they've still got to sign off on it?
Some of them are still hoping we can come to an agreement with Kanich, but that's only because they haven't seen you in action. Still, I'm the one responsible for securing a flame bearer, and my recommendation is you.
Just for Paimon's own peace of mind, are you sure it's not going to be a problem having...
See that place over there? There was a time, long before the age of Burkina and the Mountain King, when we, Scions of the Canopy, called that our home. After a period of upheaval, our ancestors were forced to move away. Now, it has become a place where our youths go to develop courage and kindle a spirit of adventure. If we fail to keep the threat posed by the Mountain King at bay, it might not be long before we have to move again and find a new home. So, to answer your question, I think everyone will agree that you are the right choice.
Fair enough. Desperate times call for desperate measures.
I'll need you to drop by my place at some point before the ceremony, if that's all right. There are still a few final details that we need to discuss.
Okay, see you later then.
You have my gratitude.
We've helped out with a lot of other local festivals before, but this one feels a little different. Anyway, let's take a break before heading back to Trinidad's place. What an amazing view! And we can even see some Koholosaurs here and there. Hey, why don't we try to get a picture with one or two of them in the wild? Well, they're so cute. They probably won't do that. Right? Huh? What's happening over there?
Somebody help us!
Ah! Wild Koholosaurs are actually biting people! Yeah, those two are in trouble! The legendary traveler and his trusty sidekick Paimon will not stand by idly!
My potted plant on the porch just died again. I was watering it every day. Ugh, don't tell me I overdid it this time. forging commissions do I still have to finish? Let's see. 1, 2... not so many as I thought. I'll get to them tomorrow. We should, take a break after all that running around. Yeah, let's rest here for a bit.
Finally! Someone's coming! Please help us!
Judging from your clothes, you must be scholars from Sumeru, right?
Yes, I'm Karya, and this is my senior Varamdra. Thank you so much for saving us. That was a little too close.
Don't mention it! Handling these sort of things is practically second nature to us by now. Paimon is Paimon, and this is the Traveler!
Still, it seems that all the Kaholosaurs just ran off. We need to capture at least one alive.
Capture one alive?
Correct. Say, I can see you are very skilled at dealing with them. Do you think you could use me as live bait to help us capture one? I will...
Well...
Apologies. Varamdra has been hyper-focused on his research.
Oh, no worries. But why did you approach a whole group of wild Kaholosaurs, and what's this talk about capturing them? Paimon's pretty sure that's not what they're trying to do.
I'm sure we must look very silly. The fact of the matter is that we're searching for a mysterious island from a certain legend. It's said that a very important clue about the island can be found on Kaholosaurs, so approaching them without the help of a guide from the people of the Springs was certainly an unwise choice on our part.
A mysterious island?
Yes. There is a legend from the people of the Springs that mentions a mysterious island, and Varamdra believes the key to his research can be found there.
Are you certain you two won't consider my proposal to capture one?
Some proposal? There's no way we'd be willing to use a person as live bait!
Then I suppose discussing it any further will just be a waste of time. I must come up with another solution.
Varamdra!
Oh, all right. You did rescue Karya and I just now, and I suppose I should express some gratitude. Thank you very much.
A little awkward, but Paimon will take it.
We should move on, Karya.
Yes, thank you again. My apologies. Varamdra really doesn't have the best people skills.
That's all right. Bye now. You really don't see a pair of adventurers like those two every day. But anyway, Paimon's really curious about that mysterious island that lady just made. Yeah, who knows? There might be treasure! After all the amazing places we've explored during our adventures, finding some mysterious island should be a walk. Oh, you're right. The lady mentioned that the mysterious island is related to a legend of the people of the springs. Time's ticking, let's get started on our next. But the real question is, who should we ask? That's an idea.
Bring it!
Someone looking for me? Oh, why if it isn't the trap... So what brings you here? Do you need help with any... We want to visit the mysterious island. The mysterious... is there something wrong? I'm assuming you two are already aware that this island is related... Yeah, but now that you mention it, we don't know anything about the actual legend yet. Then allow me to explain. It is said that the first chief of the people of the Springs was the most outstanding guide in all of Natlan. He discovered many deserted domains and found countless treasures. But to prove himself once more, he embarked on yet another journey in search of a legendary, mysterious island. He endured many hardships along the way, but he persevered and managed to... The island emits a golden light where countless treasures are buried. But instead of claiming the treasures for himself, he left behind a trail of clues that... Since then, many people from later generations have undertaken the challenge of finding the island. Oh, that makes sense! So could you tell us how to get to that island? Oh, Paimon gets it! This is like a... On the contrary, it's quite the opposite. The legend and the clues needed to find the island are all already known to the public. Oh! Well, I'm willing to answer your question in exchange for a Sure thing! Oh, then you have my thanks. Allow me to... I'll be honest, there are some among the tribe who are of rather base character. Not long ago, I received a report that a few of them were working together to scam visitors. As the chief of the tribe, I was very... It's really hard to believe that could happen. They are targeting tourists who wish to visit. According to my sources, they would trick tourists into believing they are trustworthy guides before luring the tourists into spending a fortune for the sake of reaching the island. They run a pretty sophisticated operation. They would always claim the scammed money is some kind of legal travel expenditure, so it's hard to use that to directly convict them. So, I was hoping to find someone who could approach them and pretend to get scammed. Doing so would allow us to gather the evidence required to bring them to justice. The problem is, they would certainly recognize anyone associated with me, which is why I haven't been able to carry out the... Oh, Paimon understands now! Exactly! And as far as I... You betcha! If it's just a few scammers we're talking... Wonderful! Whoa, that's a lot of Mora! There will be plenty of rewards if you manage to catch those. I'm sure some spending will be required on your part before they lower it, so please use the Mora as needed. And no wonder you're the chief. I've marked the location.
The hot spring is on.
should be the place. Now let's see if anyone around here looks like a scammer. Oh, right. We should pretend we are innocent tourists with no idea about what's going on. Good idea. Speaking of which, Paimon's dying to know what kind of treasures could be buried on the mysterious island. Wonder if anyone's ever really seen them before.
Ah! Are you two visitors from afar looking to visit?
Who the? Oh, looks like we managed to lure them out already. Oh, pardon. Is something the matter?
I just happened to overhear you two talking about the mysterious island. I assume you two must be tourists, brought here by the legend and looking for—
Hello, Paimon is Paimon, and this is the Traveler. That's right. We were just getting ready to look for that island from the legend.
In that case, as a qualified guide, I certainly cannot allow you to embark on such a dangerous journey.
Uh-huh.
As the legend says, if you can manage to reach the mysterious island, riches and glory will be yours for the taking. Be that as it may, but you are in luck. Allow me to tell— Please, there's no need to worry. This was just one point I had to make perfectly clear. Although the legend and the clues to finding the island are known to everyone, the leads left behind by our ancestors are as enigmatic as riddles found on a lost— Only guides bestowed with the legacy of our ancestors can correctly decipher the clues. Tourists who—
He actually sounds pretty convincing.
But it seems like fate has brought us together. So, what say you to having me as your guide?
So how much will you charge us?
Not to worry. I don't intend to charge any fee.
So you'd be working...
For us, people of the Springs.
Smooth. Paimon almost wants to believe him. All right, thank you. Then please, guide us onward.
Of course. Please, follow me.
Bring it!
Are you two here to take—
Really? Can we?
Huh? Oh, you—
Shh, not so loud. Openly saying their name in such a manner will only cause them to loathe you.
I apologize for not explaining earlier. As you can see, Atta is the elder Kaholasaur. Atta is highly respected among the tribe, and is therefore, we must rely on—
Really? But how do we do that?
You need only slowly approach Atta. Once Atta has confirmed your scent, they will provide, but no need to worry, the ability to I can understand Atta's instructions.
All right, then let's give it a try.
That'll be 10,000 more up.
Huh?
In order for Atta to give us insight, they must recall their past, which can be extremely taxing for a Kaholasaur. Cost to maintain their health can be quite high, you know.
I'm sorry. Such expenses may arise in the process of finding our way, but as long as we reach—
There you have it. Paimon knew there was no such thing as a free lunch. Oh, Paimon has an idea. She bets they've just made up all that stuff about the talking Kaholasaur. But if we can get a receipt, that'll be proof that there's— With that kind of evidence—
What's taking them so long? Well, what do you say? I'll even throw in a group photo of you two with Atta.
Oh, that's an unexpected bonus. Quick, let's pay the man.
Remember, approach.
Don't worry.
Whoa, Atta really didn't try to bite us at all.
You can also pose now if you'd like a photo.
Okay.
Oh, Atta is already speaking? Let me listen to what...
Could you really get anything from that noise?
Of course.
Here's your group photo. I even packaged it up for free.
Any chance we could get a receipt for...
No problem at all. Here you go.
Please, come with me.
We still have a lot of the Chief's more to use. Paimon's curious what other tricks these scammers are using. These guys are going way too far. He keeps coming up with some far-fetched reasons to make us pay for... With all the evidence we have now, we could bring him straight to the chief and he'd But after handing over all that Mora, Paimon kinda wants to see if he'll actually take us to the island or not.
Sorry to keep you waiting. After all the clues we've gathered, I've...
Oh, all right.
Bring it!
This is the spot. The trails of sunlight will guide the way. Once you cross the rushing water, the light of the setting sun shall reveal. Atta's insights have already pointed us to the destination. It's just on...
You mean we're almost there?
As I said before, this is a shortcut. Anyway, there's no time to lose. According to Atta's insights, this...
You mean...
Yes, I've led you to the island
Hold on! Are you serious? This is supposed to be the island? Then what about the treasure? And look at these wooden signs and artificial lights! Even we can tell it's fake!
All that stuff about treasure is just part of the legend. I didn't make any promises about what you'd find.
Huh. Since you seem to have dropped the act, then there's no need for... We were commissioned by the chief...
You sure?
Huh.
I took you all this way just to buy enough time for the handwriting to disappear. Even if you want to report me for scamming tourists, then be my guest. I'll just say that I'm being falsely accused.
Now he's trying to get away! It's the chief!
What's the chief doing here?
I had dispatched others to secretly trail you. Thanks to you, we...
Convict me? How? They don't have any evidence against me.
Sorry to say it, but... Not to worry. Let's...
Hey, what are you doing? Keep...
Yes, I see the mark. Looks like you already split the Mora before you let them...
What do you mean?
The Mora that the Traveler and Paimon were using today were all provided by me. They all have a special mark on that.
You...
So, there must be an explanation why the Mora... There are no receipts to prove that any transactions took place, and you yourself just denied that there was a scam. Take Mora from others by force? Oh.
All right.
We have witnessed...
Fine. Yes.
Woohoo! No wonder you're the chief of the tribe! I still don't understand how so many people have been getting duped by them. You need only stop and think for a moment to see through the whole thing. If he claims to be able to find a shortcut to the mysterious island, then why hasn't he just gone there and claimed the treasure for himself? That's a good point. I can answer this question along with your previous one about there is no shortcut to the island. And most people don't even meet the if you don't meet this single condition, then even guides from the people of the springs, which is exactly why, even though the clues to the mysterious island are open to the... There's a requirement? Let me ask you something first. What do you think a real journey to the mysterious island should be? It should probably involve overcoming a lot of hardships with your companions before witnessing some breathtaking sights, uncovering a really touching story. Oh, and scoring... And therein lies the key point. Overcoming hardship. It's said that when the first chief set out to search for the island, the ones who accompanied him were not clients nor tourists, but his close... The legend also mentioned that only those willing to entrust their lives to one another. Therefore, the requirement to reach the island is journeying with your closest... So that's the... From what I can see, you and Paimon are exactly those kinds of friends. But, unfortunately, neither of you are experienced guides. And if you were to hire someone else, then I'm afraid you could probably never place your lives in the hands of someone you met on a... That's true. But don't feel discouraged. I believe that this, whether it's remote... And let me tell you a secret. The elders... Or maybe some... No matter. If you two want to go adventuring elsewhere, I can also... Yeah, thanks for that. Oh, I can understand. I won't stop you if you're still interested in finding the island. I just recommend finding a guide first who you could... A guide we could trust with their lives? Oh, we could go find more! It appears you've already made up your minds. Then, I'll be taking my leave. Okay, bye-bye!
Bring it!
Sorry, we don't carry any black swimming floaters here.
But why?
May I ask whether you've had some bad luck lately?
Well, yeah, sorta. The last pair of black floaters I bought ended up getting bitten by Koholosaur. I nearly drowned. Which is why I want to buy some new ones.
I knew it. I specifically asked an expert from the Masters of the Nightwind about this once. Black floaters bring bad luck.
Really?
Also, have you by any chance become a mosquito magnet? Or found yourself overheating? Maybe even suffering a little...
Yeah, that's exactly how I've been feeling. It's all starting to make sense now.
In that case, I'd recommend either pink or blue swimming floaters. I'll even offer you a discount if you'd like. Just...
You'd really do that?
You got it.
Ahem.
Well, hello there! If it isn't...
It's been a while, Mulani. Was all that stuff you were saying just now really true?
Of course. I know a friend who nearly drowned once, but because she was wearing blue floaters, A group of Kaholosaurs came to the rescue and brought her back to shore.
Whoa, for real?
But let's get back to why you're here. Are you looking to buy some water sports? Come on, don't be strangers now. I can give you whatever you need. You are guests here, after all. It's only natural for me to give some gifts to you.
No, we actually came here to ask you to be our guide.
Well, you've come to the right person. So, where do you want to go?
We want to visit the mysterious island from the...
A trip to the mysterious island? Oh.
Do you have any concerns?
I assume you're already aware of how difficult the trip will be, right?
Yep, your chief has already made that pretty clear. But with our adventuring experience and with you as our guide, we'll definitely be able to reach the mysterious...
Then I'll have to explain some things to you first. I learned all my skills as a guide from Uncle New, and he's the best guide in the whole tribe. But apparently, even he has, with a good guide to lead the way, a journey should usually be fun and pleasant. But since it's you two asking, I definitely won't refuse. It's just my duty as a guide to explain these things before I officially agree to go on the journey.
Paimon thought this would be a piece of cake for you, but it seems like Paimon will feel really guilty to make a friend go through a bunch of trouble just for the sake of finding some treasure.
Whoa, what's the hurry?
Come on, what are you waiting for? Kolo just got back to the tribe. I heard he found another underground ruin full of treasure.
Oh, Kolo's back. Wait for me.
Who's Kolo?
Oh, he's currently ranked as the #1 guide in the People of the Springs. Besides the tribe's first chief, he's the only other guide who's ever made it to the mysterious island.
Really?
He's always out and about, so we don't get to see him often. Sounds like this is quite an occasion, though. Let me put up the closed sign first.
The crystals you asked for can only be found in caverns deeper than 500 meters underground. Here, have a look for... As for the people you asked me to take along, they almost all got lost in a cave. Out of my sense of duty as a guide, I brought them all back. Next time, just save the trouble and let me go alone.
Indeed. Well done.
No wonder he's the best. I wouldn't dare to go more than 200 meters down into a cavern like that.
I wonder how much he made this time.
Whoa, he really does sound like a super amazing guide. Do you think you could get some pointers from him, Mulani? Who knows, maybe he could save us some trouble on our trip to the mysterious island.
Ko'olo always treats his experience like trade secrets. He never tells anyone anything about being a guide.
Oh, okay.
But one day, I'll also be able to reach the island.
That's him, right? Do you really think you'll be able to get his help?
Allow me to do the talking. You must be the top guide of your tribe.
They also wanted to go to the mysterious island, right? Seems they finally realized that they need a guide.
The commission? Since you've obviously heard about my abilities, have you also happened to hear about my rates? If you're not intimidated...
Yes, I've looked into everything I need to know. As long as the trip is a success, then the commission fees won't be a problem.
Oh? And where is it you want to go?
The mysterious island.
Just as Paimon thought.
But first, please don't misunderstand. I'm no tourist. I wish to visit the real place.
You hear that? He wants to go to the island.
In that case, Ko'olo's the only one for the job. But the journey to the island requires a lot more than just a guide.
Since you want to visit the real mysterious island, then I'm sure you've also heard about the requirement for our...
Yes, I know. According to the legend, only those who are willing to entrust their lives to one another will be able to reach the island together. I must reach that island, even if that means putting my life in someone else's hands. I have made up my mind.
Don't waste your words on me. The way I see it, the requirement is just a way to weed out those who do not have the skills to reach the island by themselves.
You...
You say you'd put your life in somebody else's hands? Ridiculous. Even if someone were to trust me with their life, they'd just be another burden. Let's look at it the other way around. Why would I place my life in the hands of someone whose abilities are far below mine? That is what the legend is really hinting at here. Many guides in the tribe have received commissions like this, only to end up bogged down by their incompetent clients long before reaching the destination. How do you think I reached the mysterious island? I made it because I chose to go alone.
Well, I'm different. I'm no ordinary tourist.
That doesn't make much of a difference to me. You'll give up halfway at best, which is a waste of my time. And a waste of your commission fees. I can tell you're just looking to explore something new. If that's the case, then you can find another guide in the tribe. For example... new student, over there.
What's up with that guy's attitude? Paimon takes back everything nice she said about him.
I have things to do now. Goodbye.
Hold on, Ko'olo.
What's wrong? I'm only introducing a potential client to you because I know you're a teacher. In fact, I'd say it's quite the opportunity.
Never mind that for now. I don't agree with your views on the island. Uncle New taught me that...
I know. You're just the same as him. You both obviously hope to prove yourselves, but still think that you have to follow the legend to the letter, waiting for a cumbersome client to find you before even trying to set off.
Mualani?
The rare ores I brought back are proof that I've been to the island. But as for New, where's his proof? Why don't you wait until he's actually found the island before you start using his views to refute me?
I'm really sorry. I just wanted to take you to see what the excitement was all about. I wasn't planning on getting into an argument with him again.
That Ko'olo seemed to harbor some kind of grudge against you, Mualani. Or maybe your teacher.
I know. Quite an impressive achievement for my teacher, huh? Even the best...
Oh, Paimon thought you'd be more upset.
Of course not. Uncle New has also argued with Ko'olo before. I've already heard the same words several times now. But it's hard to prove anything to him unless you've actually been to the island. That's right. It's just that I've always seen the journey as something super important and not to be taken lightly. I was really surprised when you asked me to be your guide today. After telling you about all the dangers with such...
Actually, Paimon did think about taking our invite back.
No, please don't do that. Actually, that is also a part of what Uncle New taught me as a guide. The difficulty of the trip is the very first thing that needs to be clearly laid out to the group. If you want a chance of reaching the destination together, you must first reach a consensus on the amount of effort that will be required. I always felt that my teacher is no less skilled than Ko'olo. But Uncle New has never been to the island, so Ko'olo always uses that to push us down. So, as Uncle New's student, I've always wanted to complete the trip to prove his skills. It's a pity that I've never had the chance.
But don't you have that chance now, Mualani? If you'd agree to be our guide, we're completely willing to trust you with our lives. With the help of the renowned traveler and his trusty companion, you'll definitely be able to find the mysterious island. Then you can come back and teach that Ko'olo a lesson.
Oh, Paimon. Come on, bring it in.
Aw, you're making Paimon blush.
Alrighty then. If we're gonna go, we should start preparing right away. I've already had the plans for this trip written out for some time. Come with me.
Oh, it's that scholar guy. Paimon almost forgot he was still here.
Scholar guy? My name is Varumdra. Please...
I didn't expect to see you again, Traveler and Paimon.
Oh, and it's that lady...
Excuse me, Miss Guide. since we've been referred to you, would it be okay for us to join?
I'm Mualani. Just call me by my name. As for whether or not you can come along, I'm sure you've already heard the requirements. We've only just met, and I'm not sure you're cut out for this trip. The path to the mysterious island is a grueling one.
Oh.
I admit that after coming to Natlan, I've encountered many things outside of my field of expertise. It's understandable you're worried that we'll slow you down. So how about this? We'll set off with you as ordinary travel companions, and I'll pay you the usual commission fees. But we won't officially be your clients. In other words, you needn't shoulder the responsibility of being our guide. And even if something were to happen to us, your reputation as a guide won't be tarnished as a result. How does that sound?
If you accompany us, then you are a member of the team. I could never agree to such a careless deal. Oh, don't tell me you think I'm the same kind of person as Ko'olo.
So you still refuse? Fine. Karia, put the more for the return trip in your backpack. Without a guide, the road ahead may be dangerous, so please don't follow me.
Verandra?
Now he wants to go alone? Why is this guy so obsessed with that island?
Wait! Please don't do this in front of a guide. I can't let a tourist go on some dangerous journey all alone. Even my sweet mom would give me a harsh scolding if I ever let you do that.
I'm so sorry for the trouble. Really.
Don't say that. Although it'd be inappropriate to bring along two strangers I just met, there is another solution. How about this? Let's meet up tomorrow morning at the monument near the tribe's southeastern slope. I'll see you there.
So you've decided to accept my offer?
No. My plan is to use some of our time together to turn you from strangers into friends. The kind we can trust with our lives.
That's your plan? Very well, then.
Wonderful. On behalf of both Verandra and I, thank you so much.
Pretty sure only Mualani could come up with a plan like that.
We need to get started on our preparations. Come with me. Bring it! Lapa. I've got...
We've been over this before. The name's Yellowfath.
I know. It's just that Lapa sounds so much...
Well, since you're the customer here, I guess whatever floats your boat.
I need a camping tent with all the accessories.
Another commission, huh? Just so you know, a full tent according to your standards is gonna be pricey. Is your client covering the bill?
How much are we talking?
Don't worry about the costs. I'll take care of it.
Oh, but that's not right.
Ahem. Let's make this clear, Traveler and Paimon. We're not working together.
Oh, no. We're traveling as close friends who trust each other with anything.
That's what I thought. Honestly, I can be a little picky when it comes to camping equipment, and I don't want my friends to be paying for me. But don't worry, it's not. We're ready, Laffa.
Your total is
Isn't that still a lot for you?
Just imagine us in the wilderness, okay? We can either sleep out in the open, tired and weary, or simply spend a week's worth of pocket money and
You call that a week's worth of pocket money?
That's not important. We still need to buy some equipment from another store.
You call me uncle, but I'm old enough to be your grandfather.
Because you're still young, Uncle On. Hey, can you help me find something kind of rare?
All right. What are you looking for?
A record player. Specifically, the kind that's convenient.
Oh, that model is pretty rare indeed. I thought it'd be nice to keep it as a prized
Uncle On?
Just don't break it, okay? I'll even buy it back from you when you're done with it.
Thanks, Uncle On.
A record player? Does that mean we need to buy some?
Yep, and that's our next stop. Hey, Paka Paka!
Mualani? Have you finally decided to release a record of your own?
You'd be the first I'd sign with if I ever did, but not today. I just
That's
Maybe I can think of a way to connect you with a friend from the Masters of the Nightwind to release a record.
Whoa, then we could produce some really wild tunes.
Nice. That's the record also account.
What do we need it for anyway?
Well, I asked a friend from the Masters of the Nightwind for some advice once, and apparently, playing this song at night is an effective way to keep travelers safe and sound.
Is that really a thing?
You know how it goes, Mualani. 20,000 mora for this record. That's the
deal.
Looks like Milani really is rich.
That should be about everything we need to buy. Next is...
What's wrong, Mualani?
Next, I need to find my teacher and get the map to the... Besides the legend left by the first chief, there's also a map. Well, not just a regular map, it's more like a treasure map. It's full of strange symbols, almost like it's a part of a big puzzle. Guides must draw from their experience to decipher the map's meaning and understand the route. The chief made several copies of the map and distributed them to the first members of the tribe. The copies were to be passed down to future generations, so usually a teacher will pass their copy to their student. Which brings us to today. The day I officially...
Whoa. Here?
Yes, but the thought of having you two by my side...
That's right! Let's go!
Afternoon, Uncle New.
A surprise. Then you must be here to finally pick up the...
It's all right.
Did you forget that you had mentioned these two to me before? The ones who went to the Night Kingdom with you. It's just that... my feeling...
Huh?
Do you think that I'm still not ready yet, Uncle?
No, I believe you are the best guide in your generation. After all, the journey to the mysterious island is no easy feat for any guide of the people of the Springs.
Don't worry. With our help, Mualani will definitely be able to find...
Yeah. This time, I'll definitely be able to prove that Ko'olo is...
Don't misunderstand. Since you've made up your minds, I won't try to stop you. It's just... Please, our mission as guides has never been to prove anything. There is only...
I understand, Uncle New.
In that case, you may have the map. Also, take this with you.
What is it?
It's a talisman. Take good care of it. You must...
Was this made with spinel fruit? For some reason...
Right. Which is precisely why...
You really know me best, Uncle. All right. Traveler and Paimon, tomorrow...
Yay! Paimon! It's about time to meet up now. Let's head to the spot Mualani mentioned.
Not so many as I thought. Oh, bring it!
Traveler, Paimon, over here!
You're here, Mualani!
Good morning, you two.
Morning!
So when are we leaving?
Seems you're as excited as a child before this...
I just want to get down to business as soon as possible. You know this is no leisurely spring stroll, so I hope...
Don't worry, I'm a very professional guide. Our journey to the mysterious island has officially...
Yay!
First, do you all see the statue here?
Uh-huh.
Well, no, it's not a clue at all. He was the first chief of the people of the Springs who came back from the mysterious island and set up this place. It's a The first thing we need to do before we set off is to touch the statue and pray to our ancestors.
Is there any theoretical basis to...
Theoretical basis? No, but my teacher taught me it's... Very good. You didn't try to argue with me over something that you aren't knowledgeable about. That's very...
Sure, but since this practice doesn't have an empirical basis, I won't be able to include it in my thesis.
Come on, everyone. Greetings to my ancestors. As your descendant, I'm about to follow in your footsteps and witness your accomplishments.
It really feels like we're about to embark on a group...
Now, please get ready. We're going to look for the
Speaking of which, where should we look for the clue?
At a place where many gather. Like a party.
Huh?
Settle down! Silence!
There is no escape!
Settle down! Let the mighty be humbled! Silence!
I'm keeping a lookout. Don't worry, there's no ambush.
Let's try not to disrupt them.
Wow, there are a lot of Kaholosaurs here.
As expected, the first clue is related to the Kaholosaurs.
When people from outside the tribe get a copy of the map, most can deduce that the first clue is related to the Kaholosaurs. But when the first chief created the map, he left a special mark for this part. It's a code that the tribe uses to... So it'll be impossible to gain any leads from just finding...
You're a real pro at...
But according to the information I've been able to find, Kaholosaurs don't like gathering as herd unless it's to compete for the hot springs.
So let me tell you a secret that only a guide from the people of the springs would know. It so happens that wild Kaholosaurs periodically gather in the valley up ahead. It's almost like how our tribe gathers together for festivals. Still, as soon as the season changes, the herd quit. Unless you're a guide who's always running across Natlan, it would be very rare.
This is a thing? I need to note this down right away, and...
According to what I've deciphered from the map, a clue is hidden deep in...
But to get there, won't we have to get through the herd of
We'll have to think of a way to sneak past without startling them. They're gathering together with their friends, so I'm sure they don't want to be disturbed.
You mean we're going to have to walk through the...
Given we've agreed to work together, everyone should do their part. However, Karia has been attacked by Kaholosaurs before, so this isn't enough. But it shouldn't be a problem at all for me. Let's have Karia wait here, and I'll take over all the tasks that were supposed to be...
No worries. We don't need everyone to go. We actually need someone to stay and look after the luggage, so we'll leave that to you two.
Is that so?
And now I understand how much you care for your assistant Skull. Follow me and stay close. Oh no, we've been spotted. Let's back off and try again.
These Kaholosaurs sure seem on guard.
Kevin, you've already used the information provided by the map.
First of all, the elders of the tribe have always warned us to never hurt the Kaholosaurs. Doing so will almost certainly bring bad luck. And secondly, you can't just show up and intrude on others' gatherings, much less make them leave. That's just terrible.
But on what basis?
Okay, so can we figure out another way to enter the valley?
There must be a way to enter the valley without startling them.
Let Paimon think.
According to the map, the clue is right in the middle of the Kaholosaur herd. Even if we
this is tricky.
Karia, I've noticed that you only talk when you're trying to help smooth things over between Varamdra and the others. I'm sure you must have some ideas of your own, so why don't you share them with us?
Me? All right. When Varamdra decided to look for leads on the I discovered something very interesting. We thought that the Kaholosaurs relied on their hearing to track their prey, but they also possess a but I'm not sure how useful that it...
Oh.
You can just call me...
In that case, please stay here and keep an eye on the luggage. Traveler, Paimon? key to making our way through the... If the Coholosaurs have a keen sense of smell, then even if we try to sneak around and stay out of sight, they'll still... But this plant can help us solve that problem. We can apply the plant's extract to our bodies and trick their sense of...
So, we're gonna rub plant juice on...
Don't worry, it's also good for your skin.
Oh, Paimon feels all wet and slimy.
Perfect. Okay, let's... Be sure to stay out of sight. What's that sound? Careful! Oh, it's just a young Coholosaur. Don't worry, this little one doesn't pose any danger. How could there be so many here? We can't get through! Oh, I have an idea. Wait here. Come on! Careful! Don't startle them. We must be getting close.
Look, a bunch are gathering.
Maybe when things start to get boring, they gather together and talk about something fun?
But Paimon thought guys...
Sounds like someone has been
True, they were definitely trying to scam us. Huh? Do you see that on the rock?
I've heard that there is a type of moss that changes color when it reacts to the biological signals released by Coholosaurs. But to trigger that sort of reaction, you'd need a huge number of Coholosaurs. That must be the clue!
Should we take a picture?
Oh, the flash might disturb them. Let me try to copy it.
So we've passed the first stage of the journey now, right?
I see.
Has he always been this way, Miss Kari?
He's just obsessed with his research.
At least this has shown that my judgment is correct. I've proven my trustworthiness. And so...
Yes, I understand.
Ooh, Alani really knows how to lead our group.
Next, we'll need to use the lead we found to uncover our next destination.
Hard to tell.
Aha! I got it. Though the lines are kinda rough, I can still see that they represent the find our next destination.
Really? You got all that just from some rough lines?
Well, intuition is also a part of it. Maybe I've just seen too many. Alright, break time is over. Let's get ready to move.
What's this?
Illusion shattered!
Settle down.
Let's finish this next time.
Bow your head.
Let's hope you put up a good fight.
Shine down! Bring it!
Okay, this is the place.
So, where do we go next?
I'm not completely sure yet. The map seems to indicate there's a mechanism here that crosses the water. But I still need to—
I knew it! My theory was correct!
Sounds like he's got something to say again.
If you have any suggestions, then please feel free to share.
I believe the mechanism that the lines are indicating is a spirit way.
That is a possibility. But I don't remember anyone from the tribe setting up a spirit door.
According to my theory, it might not have been set up by humans. The dragons living in Natlan also used us. Speaking of which, the spirit doors your tribe uses may have been built to imitate.
Oh, I remember now. Uncle New did mention—
After learning about the legend, I realized that it was connected to my research. Even though I haven't found an exact route to the mysterious island, I'm fairly certain I've deduced the geographical features of the island. Firstly, it's at an intersection between water and land. And secondly, there should be a high concentration of phlogiston. My research indicates that the Spirit Way was originally a natural phenomenon called— Therefore, the area must contain many potential Spirit Ways, and the dragons who lived here in ancient times may have left behind some devices to control—
Oh, amazing!
Now everyone's contributing.
You flatter me. If my—
All right. Then let's start searching for the dragon's spirit door.
That's just a quick and easy name. I won't be able to include it in my thesis. Given the dragons used the device long before the humans, we should stick with a name that references no human concepts. Calling it a phlogiston node would be much more appropriate.
Then let's start searching for the phlogiston node.
If I'm not mistaken...
Whoa! It started glowing! This should be it, right?
Looks like we can activate it once we get close enough. But according to the map, there should be 2 more phlogiston nodes.
Let's hope you put up a good fight.
Stabilize!
We finally found all of them.
Great work, everyone. Okay, now first, we need to figure out how to control this thing.
Is there something wrong?
See, look at this. After activating a normal spirit door, we could just go ahead and use it. But this one requires someone to stay and keep operating it here. Also, according to the map, we need to activate the mechanism and switch between different phlogiston nodes to change the path of the spirit. If we don't operate the nodes properly...
Isn't that super dangerous?
In theory, the process should be very safe.
Do you think you'd be able to operate it? I just...
Though I've never tried before, I've read... Huh? But in theory, this shouldn't happen.
If Varamdra can control it, then that also rules out me.
Okay, well...
After all the adventures he's been on, handling something like this should be easy peasy.
All right. Then it'll be up to the Traveler to stay here, and I'll let you know when we need to switch nodes.
Wait, but handling it this way sounds even more dangerous, Moo.
Don't worry. It looks like the spirit ways are all above the water. I'm pretty good at swimming, so I'm not afraid if I end up falling.
But it's so high! And you'll be falling so fast!
Do you still remember the promise we made? Only those who can trust each other with their lives can reach the mysterious island. Since you...
Alrighty. Please be careful.
Now switch to the spirit way on the right! Now switch to the spirit way on the right! Please, activate the next node!
Paimon heard Mualani shouting just now. Let's go find the node we need. We did it, Mualani!
The path ends... The path ends up ahead. Switch to the next spirit way. Traveler, get to the next node!
Got it! Paimon heard Mualani shouting just now. Let's go find the node we need. Mualani, we've taken care of the final node. Please be careful.
That was perfect.
You were amazing, Lulani! There were a couple of moments Paimon thought it was over.
I'm confident I could do it.
Oh no, you're right!
It appears the phlogiston nodes here need to automatically recharge. Once they're activated, they'll be unused.
In that case, no matter what happens next, we have to seize our chance.
Do you hear that?
The weather's getting gloomy, and a bunch of whirlpools just appeared in—
Yes, we need to get to higher ground. Hey, look over—
Whoa! There's a giant whirlpool over there!
Yep, and that's our next stop.
Huh?
The info I deciphered from the map points to only one possibility.
No way!
Forgive me for being frank, but as a guide of the people of the Springs, I'm sure you understand the danger of such a vortex even better.
Yes, I know. But whether it's the information deciphered from the map, or the direction of the spirit wave that I observed, everything points to the path ahead being hit.
And what if you're wrong?
Paramdra.
I'm not trying to be unreasonable. The spirit waves must have affected the nearby bodies of water and lowered the water level. At this rate, some of the land that was once underwater will soon reappear at the surface and see the light of day. So, our goal should be the shallow waters.
I can't find any evidence to refute your claim for the moment.
And it seems like it's time for our collapse.
But
I have reached this conclusion based on my...
No.
You?
Letting your clients separate themselves from the group in the middle of a journey will result in the worst...
Then we can implement the plan I proposed at the very beginning.
Oh, but you can't do that once you've traveled together as a group. If you were to leave now, we'll all be hit... How about this? You and Karia wait here. We'll go first. I know you like to explain everything with theories and logic, so let me build...
Well...
Traveler, Paimon, let's get going.
Whoa. The map—
Do you also think that this is a reckless... It's okay. That's completely normal. This is just how it is to be a guide. The tribe's experiences passed down from generation to generation. This gives us the power to decide which way we should go. But it also means, although I'm pretty convinced that all the leads we have collected are pointing us to the whirlpool, if the scholars still choose to reject my plan, I won't have the same goes for the two of you. You are the good news is that I know the way back to the tribe.
Mulani?
Traveler.
That's right. You've trusted us before. Besides, it's gonna take—
Aw, Paimon.
All right. Let's investigate this whirlpool. Matters of luck aside, he
I know, it's just...
Wait a sec. Is it just Paimon, or does the whirlpool seem to—
You're right.
That means we need to—
Miss Guide, we have a problem.
Karia? What are you...
I tried to persuade him, but he said that the water to the south was about to be shallow enough to wade through. I'm not much of a swimmer, so...
Oh, why did this have to happen?
No time to hesitate. I'll get in the water and rescue him. Just tell me which one...
Carving waves!
That way? He's been pulled away by the
Chandra, thank goodness you're all right. Thank you so much, Miss Guide.
It's just... I didn't expect my calculations to be wrong.
Right, who knows if we can make it back in time now?
Seems...
Why would you give up on some...
How can you say that?
I'm really so...
Don't feel guilty, Karya. I think if I reactivate the only problem, it's already getting late.
Now that you mention it, Paimon is feeling a little hungry. Hey, Paimon's stomach can be very sensible.
We have plenty of tasty things to eat.
Is this the spot? Let Paimon and the Traveler help set up the tent.
Go ahead. I'll take care of the fire. Oh. What do you think? This is a specialty dish I learned to make that's perfect for camping.
Mm-hmm. It really hits the spot. You're a great cook, Mualani.
Karya helped out quite a bit, so she deserves some credit too.
No. I'm just...
Don't worry. Remember the record player I bought? Let me go turn it on. Listen.
Wow, so
My parents told me... In a sense, this trip to the mysterious...
Yeah, Paimon would like to know too.
Even though I've heard my parents tell stories since I was little, I actually don't know too much about him. It's said that he was the first person to make a map of Natlan. And even the first person to become friends with the Kaholosaurus.
What?
Yeah. There isn't a place in Natlan that he didn't visit. Even now, no one has even come close to his reputation and status as a guide. His trip to the mysterious island is the most legendary of all his accomplishments. But oddly enough, after returning from the mysterious island, he laid aside his yearning for adventure and chose to settle down. That's how the tribe was founded. It really makes me wonder what the journey meant to him. How about this? Before we rest for the night, let's have a bonfire party.
If we're going to go plunging into that whirlpool tomorrow, then wouldn't it be best to try to rest and conserve energy now?
Now's not the time to be a party pooper. You ought to agree to idea.
Yeah, she's right.
All right. So what do the rules stipulate for a bonfire?
Rules? A bonfire doesn't have any rules. Everyone just needs...
Okay, sounds...
So, for the first question...
Oh, we were just talking...
Let's hear everyone's ideas, and maybe we can figure out what the first chief was...
Paimon can go first. If you... Most importantly, it's about making the...
Yes, I can't agree more. You sure are taking your time thinking about it. Oh, I get it. You must have passed through many nations before making it to Natlan. It's quite possible that your experience traveling is more than what I have as a guide. It's understandable that you can't explain it off the top of your head. Why don't I circle back to you later? You can tell me once you have... Next, let's hear what...
Me? If you ask about my travels... Well, this is actually my first time traveling. So I don't have anything useful to contribute.
That doesn't matter.
All right. Before you reach the destination, you don't need to think about anything outside the trip itself. As long as you stick together with your companions.
Yeah, I get...
I'm on too!
All right.
All right, if you insist. In my opinion, our goals and dreams in life are all in pursuit of what we call results. So, the greatest meaning of a...
Not sure I completely get what you...
There's nothing difficult to understand. He must have discovered enough value... Before coming here, someone had stolen the results of... All that person had to do was sign his name on my achievements, and he was able to take all of the honors. All my effort vanished into the air as though it never existed. Do you understand now, Miss Guide? Without results, the journey is meaningless.
I sympathize with your situation.
I don't need your What happened during the day already proved that my theories were... I must make it to the mysterious...
Was that actually supposed to be an...
Actually, there's a saying among the guides, because the final destination... It would be disrespectful of my duties as a guide if I were just taking... That is what I would truly...
Just as you don't agree with me...
I'm not too worried about that. After all...
What sort of logic is that?
All right, that's it for this round.
Huh? Paimon slept so well. Oh, Mualani and the others seem to be up already. Let's go see what they're up to.
All right.
Mualani!
Just in time. I was about...
What the... You already...
We're in luck. The phlogiston nodes were recharged by dawn. I had Karya and Varamdra control the nodes this time, and we were able to... We were practicing all morning so they could get the hang of control.
Oh, it seems after apologizing, you've already become trusted members of...
Is now really the time to be teasing us?
He's right. We should really hurry.
Even though we had the...
You bet!
Okay, then let's go.
I can't believe it. There are subterranean caverns under the...
Mualani was right!
Let's see where this cave leads. Come with me.
Let's ride!
According to the map, we need to head downward? Okay. Don't be afraid, everyone. Jump down with me.
Is that lava?
It appears these caves were formed by volcanoes.
I see. Then the spirit waves were affecting lava deep under... Altering the lava's flow created temporary holes, which allowed us to follow the water's current and enter this underground space.
Are all scholars from...
Hard to say.
But can there be an island in this kind of underground space?
It appears we haven't reached our destination yet. Amazing! Let's keep going. We'll be able to see... Watch your step. Follow closely,
Carving waves!
Heads up! These volcanic caves aren't very stable, so watch out for falling rocks. Careful, more falling rock!
What a maze! There's lava everywhere!
Let's look around together and see what we can find.
Very well. It would indeed be useful to collect some environmental samples.
There are plants growing here?
There's nothing unusual about that. This is spinel fruit, which often grows around places with lava. Wait, it is a little strange. This isn't ordinary spinel fruit. It's the same.
Isn't that the talisman your teeth?
Yes. In which case, could Uncle New have been here before? But he clearly told me that he'd never made it to the I'll be sure to ask him about it once we get back. Faster!
There's so much lava!
The lava here doesn't look very stable. I'm afraid we can't stay here.
From here,
A distant light.
Miss Guide, it seems Verandra...
I've got it! Do you see that golden light in the distance? I'm positive that's the mysterious island. That's where...
Really?
I'm a scholar from the... When I first heard about the legend of the mysterious... One exaggerated description I heard was that it's an entire island that shines like gold. Under certain environmental conditions, large amounts of lava are quickly cooled, which then result. Since the ore can't be moved in time, it begins to accumulate. If I'm not mistaken, there'll be a large pool of lava up ahead, and the mysterious island will be floating on the lava.
So you mean we really found the mysterious...
Rejoice! Even us...
Really? Then let's hurry!
Wait, Paimon. We should head back now.
What are you saying?
This map is covered with symbols and riddles, but there's one thing that's written clearly. When you see the golden light, then go the opposite way. What you just said may be correct, but that golden place isn't the island that my ancestors were.
Are you joking?
But Mualani's judgment has always been right. If
You thought I'm after
Oh, he's acting weird.
After my previous findings were stolen, I began a new area of research. As long as I can bring this ore back, my theories will be proven beyond any doubt, and I will be... To me, this ore is the result that must be obtained. Otherwise, all those hardships along the way will be rendered complete.
As we agreed before.
Why? Are you wary of me? Now that we've confirmed that the legendary...
She's not that kind of person.
The result is right.
Not good. We must stop him.
Is it just Paimon or is the ground shaking? What the? Where did these monsters come from?
These monsters. Looks like the lava is becoming active again.
Miss Guide,
He'll be trapped by the lava. We need to hurry and take care of these monsters. Amazing! Off we go.
The lava is rising!
Verandra!
Traveler, Paimon, please take care of Karya. I'll be right back.
What are you doing, Mulan?
I can use my surfboard on the lava for a short period of time. but it will be a lot spicier than—
But that's way too risky! Okay then, we'll take—
The cave is becoming more and more unstable. I have to hurry. More falling rocks. Okay, watch this! Over there! Oh, looks like I'm...
It's right there!
Look carefully. You can't get through the lava. You'll die if you try to make your way forward.
Why don't I give up? Well,
Me?
you have the ability to move over the lava. If you try, maybe you can reach the island. That way, you'll have the results you need to prove yourself, and even Ko'olo won't be able to question your abilities anymore. You want to know why I won't give up, but I'm asking why you—
The lava is rising. If I take this risk, then how will the others get back?
You—
Come with me.
No!
They're back!
I've brought him back. He's fortunate that he wasn't seriously...
Oh, thank goodness. Thank you so much, Miss Guide.
You're welcome. It's getting...
No, I refuse! I can—
Seriously? How can you be—
Verandra!
Whoa.
I've always believed that you're the most talented person I've ever met. Even if your research was stolen and you didn't get any credit, I never doubted it. I believe that even if you won't obtain any results this time, you'll still succeed in your new research, because no one can take your talent away. So, I won't allow my dearest senior to die here because of his own stubbornness.
Kari.
She's finally opening up. And it seems like she's just the person we need to talk some sense into him.
Milani, the lava is almost here!
Don't panic. It seems like the trick that Uncle New taught me is finally going to be put to use.
Where did all these Kaholosaurs come from?
No time to explain. Just get on.
Got it, got it! Paimon accidentally choked on some water again while riding the Kaholosaur.
Everyone okay? Let's take a head count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whew, we're all here. We escaped danger and made it back alive.
Oh, really?
What's the point?
Hey, don't look so depressed.
Actually, according to the map, we still have one more leg of the journey.
Oh? Then which way should we go? Wait, aren't we back where we started?
Come on, let's go to the statue.
here again.
Oh, here, look! Some hidden words appeared on...
Really? Let Paimon...
Congratulations, Guide from the Future. You have completed a challenge that even I found ambitious. And now, I finally have the chance to tell you my story. You may have heard legends describing me as the best guide in all of Natlan. But in the beginning, I was more like a treasure hunter. I chased results, facing countless dangers to prove myself. Time after time, I ventured where others didn't dare, never failing to bring back rare treasures. My fame was second to none. And yet, I never felt satisfied. So I found a new goal, a challenge that no one had ever achieved before. The legendary Mysterious Island. Another chance to prove myself. Unfortunately, my friends who had traveled with me all this time had grown tired of my nonsense. Instead of praise, they now showered me with words of caution. Perhaps this journey was one that I had to complete alone. But luckily, they decided to once again put up with my antics. Just as before, they came up with ingenious ways to help me move forward. Put me down, even when I had to place my life in their hands. And they always trusted my judgment, even when it took a lot of courage. In the end, just as ever, we found the result we came for. But that golden glow was baiting me towards death. It was the glow of a rare ore, but it was also the warning sign of an impending eruption. Maybe if I pressed on and put my life on the line, I could get the result I wanted. And yet, there was a chance I'd lose something even more precious. But don't worry. In the end, I made the same choice as you. Everyone was disappointed that their illustrious guide had, for once, returned empty-handed. But seeing everyone survive, I felt satisfied for the first time in my life. Perhaps the treasure I had really been searching for had been right here with me, all along. So, I decided to end my long journey and find a safe place for my hard-earned treasure. To me, this is the real Mysterious Island.
The hidden inscriptions disappeared!
These must have been the words the first chief left for those that...
In that case, the Mysterious Island from the legend is actually where...
I remember now that the elders once told me our tribe was originally founded on a small island. Later, the coastlines changed, allowing the island to become what it is today. The journey to the Mysterious Island starts Yeah. I think I understand
The golden glow is an indicator of when the lava will periodically erupt. If that's the case, the principle of vulcanite formation implies that it will only appear at the start of fierce lava activity. And the flowing lava will quickly swallow it and make it all disappear without a trace. This means that there's zero possibility of ever bringing the ore back. Are the results I've been chasing all this time only an illusion that can be seen?
Arandra.
Our journey is not yet over. As we agreed, please come back to the People of the Springs with me. Then we'll officially complete this journey.
Fine. I suppose that would also count as some kind of result.
Don't be so...
All right. Bring it!
we're back!
Ah, Mualani. It's good to see you again.
Uncle, I've completed the journey.
But you still have a question you wish to ask.
Yes.
Yes, I have.
If that's the case, then you've gone on the same journey.
Because I made it.
A choice?
Did you notice that the hidden inscriptions on the stone tablet disappeared as soon?
Oh yeah, you're right.
There's a special paint on the statue that would change color when it comes into contact with volcanic dust. Only those who have been to that underground space will be contaminated by the dust and be able to see the hidden message. But once the dust starts to wear off, the hidden inscription will... And this is the choice that the first chief left to us. If you choose to boast about your deeds, you will receive the highest honor, but the legend of the mysterious island would be destroyed as well. If you choose to remain silent, then the mysterious island will remain a legend and continue to attract the next generation of young guides to rock. In the end, my companions and I all chose the...
Oh. But not being able to tell anyone after accomplishing such a feat. People like Ko'olo...
But have you noticed that Ko'olo, who claims to have been to the island, hasn't actually completed...
What?
Right. Paimon remembers that Ko'olo said that he went to the mysterious island alone. But there's no way he could have been able to use the spirit way!
He deliberately recommended the client to find Mualani, probably because he thought she wouldn't be able to reach the mysterious island. That way, Mualani wouldn't be able to... As guides, we are not adventurers, let alone treasure hunters. The greatest responsibility of a guide is to take... But in the process, we also gain much skill and experience at overcoming danger. This allows us to go to places that no one else... Many guides gradually lose sight of their true beliefs, and they end up becoming more like thieves who would rush to the other side of the lava lake, regardless of the consequences, rather than good guides who would turn around and save their friend. This is why the first chief left behind the legend and the map. To lure younger generations into taking up the challenge, thereby teaching them everything he had learned. Aside from me, many other tribe members have also traveled to the mysterious island. And just like me, they understood the first, so they've also made pacts with their companions, choosing to give up the results that would prove themselves and give the younger generation the chance to
You've all given up?
Sir, I've given up on merely one result. I have given her talent and qualifications. Mualani was well within her rights to choose the top-ranked guide Ko'olo as her teacher. I believe I was able to cultivate such an outstanding student and witness her completion of the legendary challenge precisely because I didn't become someone like... If instead of looking at one single journey, we look at my entire career as a guide, I'd say I have not returned empty-handed.
Karia?
You're the same as always, Varamdra. You always have to... In any case, I can't give you an answer.
Karia!
Because you haven't prepared the proposal yet. Shouldn't you finish that first before recruiting assistants?
Yes, of course.
But I've always found your proposals fascinating, so I'm sure I won't be able to turn you down.
Karia, given that I have been presented with new evidence, I've come up with a very general theory. I can use the ideas from the chief. Perhaps the treasure I'm seeking has been by my...
I understand.
It appears this guest has also found his...
It seems he's finally put two and two together.
There's nothing to worry about. It's just like Karius.
But it seems he's still as stubborn as before.
Now, it's your turn to make the choice.
But, Uncle New, I'm sure anyone who can complete the journey to the island would make the same choice.
Very good. Then there's nothing more I can teach you. Here, take this talisman again. You can...
Looks like it's also our time to say goodbye. You've taken great care of us throughout our...
Then remember, the next time you come to...
Friends. I suppose we are theoretically friends now. Yes. When I publish my next paper, I'll be sure to add you to my list of acknowledgements.
Well, that's one way to thank someone.
Then Varamdra and I will be taking our leave.
Okay, bye-bye!
You're back already. So, as news student, did you manage...
What are you doing here all of a sudden?
Well, I found something even more precious than the island.
You... Seems you really learned a lot from New about how to make yourself feel better. I knew it.
Mm-hmm.
Huh? What? Why are you all looking at me like that? The elders of the tribe also gave me that same look. What's that supposed to mean? New! I've already proven that I'm stronger than you. I've been to even more dangerous places and found far more precious treasures. I've even been to... the mysterious island! Why do you still look at me as if my words don't bother you at all?
Koholo, even if you had never been to the island, no one would deny your abilities. But as for what we would deny about you, only you can find the answer to that.
Me?
So now, our trip to the mysterious island is officially finished, right?
Yeah, but I have one more place I want to show you. Come with... Bring it! This is the place. From what
made you think of...
Well, we completed our trip to...
You've earned the greatest honor for...
Would you call it a sacrifice? After all that we've been through together, the results don't matter anymore. Oh, it's kind of hard to explain. I don't know...
No, I get it.
Traveler!
So that's your answer, huh? To the meaning of a journey? It's a good one. Then let's make this...
Yep, Paimon's ready!
3, 2, 1. Kaholasaur!
Bring it! Shine down!
Bow your head. Solidify!
The tides beckon.
Settle down!
Let the mountain's veins boil!
Bow your head.
There is no escape! Now you shall perish!
Silence! Order guide you.
Bring it! Let engraved names echo! Illusion shattered!
Let the mighty be humbled. Settle down.
Torn to oblivion! Let's see. All right. There's a lot of good stuff in here. Want to split it? Just kidding. You can take it.
How about this? Take a seat. How about this? Take a seat. Bring it!
Phlogiston engraving is quite